Alrighty, so in this video, I'll be showing you how to set up VS Code. And so we will have already logged into the school desktop computer with the credentials that I had shown at the beginning of this. Up next, what we want to do is click down here in the search bar, or you can click on the keyboard. The Windows key looks exactly like this on your keyboard. If you click that, you can then type in VS, and then that'll be Visual Studio Code, and this will show up. What we want to end up doing here is clicking continue without signing in. And then you can choose your theme that you would like to use. I always like to use dark 2026 or dark high contrast. But anyway, so we can click continue, and then we can click X on this guy. Perfect. Now we can end up going into this main screen here. What we want to do first is go over here to the extensions, which are these four little square looking guys. These are our extensions. What we have to install is going to be Python, the Python extension. And so if you start to type out Python, you'll see right here that we get the install option. It should just be literally Python by Microsoft. Click install. And this is going to allow us to actually have support for the Python language in VS Codes or VS Code. But anyways, we can go back to the Explorer option, and then what it's going to prompt us is to open a folder. So we're going to go ahead and actually create a folder in here. What you want to do is go to your documents. It is always super important that we stay organized in not only physical space, but also our digital space. And so on our computer, we'll go to the documents folder, and we want to end up right-clicking and clicking new folder here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is type out CSP, and then I can double click there to go inside that. What you can also do to create a new folder is press Control-Shift-N. That'll also create us a new folder. This is going to be for Unit 1. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder called Unit 1. And then within there, I can create a new folder for our actual activity. And so this is going to be activity 114. So I can press Enter and then click on this guy. And then now we can click Select Folder. And so now any files that I end up creating are going to go into 114, this folder right here. And so I can click New File, and then I could do just a text file. And if you do Control-N, it's always going to end up doing that. And what I always like to do is I'll actually type out at first what I'm going to name the file. So 114A, because this is going to be part A. Then I can type out .py. Now, if I press Control-S on my keyboard, it's going to prompt me to save it as a Python file. And so this just is how you can automatically save it as a Python file, is if you type out first what your file name is going to be, then press Control-S. It'll automatically save it as type Python. And so now I can press Control-A, backspace, and then I could go ahead and go through and create our code. So we can see up here, actually, we don't have the option to actually run the code. And so we have to do one other thing for that. Although I have this code, we're going to go to Manage, and then we've got to click Trust. So we can click Trust. What I also want to end up doing is adding a folder into here. I'm going to have it be literally my entire documents folder. That'll be Trust. If you're backing up your code, which you absolutely should be, you might want to end up putting in downloads too, trusting that. But now if I press the X, then you'll see that we get the little play button or the run button. So if I run this, we now have where we can run our Python files here. So the other thing I want to show you all is how we can also back up our files. It's always really good practice to do this. What we want to do also while we're logged into Google Drive is create a new folder. And then we want to basically mimic everything that we have so far. So I've got Unit 1, and then I want to go ahead and create new folder again, 114. And then what I want to end up doing is I want to actually find that file from earlier. As you can see in my recents, it's right here. But as you'll recall, the file path here was APCSP Unit 1, 114, and then we've got 114A. And so what I want to do is actually bring this in here. And this is just an example of how to back up your code, right? Obviously, this is not the code for 114A or 114, but I'm just showing you this as an example. And so as you can see here, we've got our actual code now backed up so that if I end up getting home I can end up copying this and then put it into Trinket if I still have some work to do. All right. Anyways, hope this video was helpful. I'll catch you all in the next one, and happy coding. Bye-bye.